your shoes, when actors would come to you probably and they're like, maze kuna show, kuna nini? And the disappointment, of, I can't do this. Like, how was that experience for you emotionally?
Not the easiest. When you talk to so many people, you realize there are people who had to either move in with friends and family, saa zingine tukarudi ushago and whatnot. It was not easy. And especially knowing that whatever it is you're doing, you yourself, because you're landlocked at that particular time, there's not much you can do. Even you're trying to think of that extra idea to make money. I saw a lot of people go into like content creation, especially with whatever you have, which is a phone. Most of the people, it was a phone. It wasn't like fancy equipment. So when an actor is telling you, hata mimi sina chakula, sina nini, hata we sana labda hii yako ya dinner ndio ya mwisho, and then tomorrow it's another struggle to start looking for what realize and all. It was really heartbreaking. I do remember the government giving some money that was distributed, and it sounded like a lot of money. But now that you realize that as much as Nairobi is the capital, si ati wasanii watu wako hapa. So now when you decide to give this money to each and the different counties we have, it trickles down to, I'm not saying it's little money, but ukipewa 5-6K, which you didn't have, is good money. It's money. Ukuwa nayo, unaweza kula. But then utakula siku ngapi, utalipa maji siku ngapi. You get kuna rent kama ni rent and stuff. So it was really heartbreaking. With quite a lot of our hands tied at that particular time, again, because it wasn't just happening to the creatives alone, there's very little we could do. I was very, very lucky, very, 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 very lucky to have been working at that particular time as an actor this time on TV. One of the shows, Selena, continued airing, shooting the whole time. Of course, now they were clever enough to write for the pandemic. So we find that we don't have a lot of people on set. So I was very, very lucky. So, but you see, at my Kawan Kamshara, because also it's the only Kamshara, by the way, so it's locked all the other things. Your MCing gigs, your what things, your facilitation gigs. Even that kadogo, you share with the people you can, but with kama unajiangalia sana. Because you also don't want to give it all alafu kesho. Alafu kesho mama yako. You get, it was not a good, it really wasn't. I remember when it was opened a little bit, and then guys were like, okay, now you can go back to doing plays, but with limited seating, and you have to follow all these guidelines. And I was so excited. We went back to the theater. I remember this day, it was a Friday, and we were having our read through. We are back. We wanted to do this play. It's called My Dress, My Choice. And we are still going to do it in the near future. And then in the middle of a read through, the president, Uhuru, then is like, there's another lockdown. Ayawa. Do you know what it's taken hata kupata hiyo fare yako kuja hapa? You know that can deposit. I was like, oh, yeah. And I remember everyone had a mask. Everyone was seated in this humongous hall, social distancing, but the excitement of being back to create together. And then in the middle of a read through,
kumefungwa tena. And we went through that cycle of kumefungwa, kumefunguliwa. You plan for this and then you can't do it. You plan for that. And I know it took a toll. Is that why we're seeing so many stage plays now that are focusing on mental health? Is that a direct consequence of the last few years? Or even in general, the fact that we are now more aware of our mental health, even COVID aside?
I don't think that is the reason we are more aware. However, yes, COVID did play a very, very big part. I think the kind of plays we're seeing, and especially when they focus on mental health, it's gone through what we went through in COVID and whatnot. But